Hi co-creators, Adrienne here, and today is Tuesday, September the 8th. It is day 20 of the Open Heart Challenge, and for me it is my season 3. And I'm so excited to be here. Isn't it great to be alive? It's been about a week since my last video, and it's been a pretty exciting week for me in my life. Now, excitement doesn't always mean good, but let's not make it bad either. I'm just saying exciting. But long story short, on Friday I got a call that my husband had been in a car accident and was being taken to the hospital. And I was told to call the school. Now, my husband's a teacher, and the accident actually happened pretty much right outside the school. So I called the school and was able to find out that he was in a very low impact accident of less than like 5 miles an hour. And that there were no injuries to anybody in the car accident, but that the reason the accident happened was because he had blacked out at the wheel. So that's why they took him to the hospital. And of course I'm, obviously concerned, but in the meantime my husband had been trying to call me from the hospital, and I knew that he was obviously conscious, and that made me feel better. So I went to the hospital, and other than being really tired, he was pretty much his normal, goofy, silly self, and that just makes you feel that much better. They had done some preliminary tests, and so far weren't able to find anything, so being concerned that it's not a good thing for somebody to black out at the wheel, that they would admit him. So they admitted him, and the next day went through another whole battery of tests. And the doctor had come in really early and said that if all the tests came back okay, that they would they would discharge him later that day. And so pretty much had a day full of tests, and by the end of the day, nothing had come back that they could find, so he was able to be discharged, and he was feeling pretty good. One thing about my husband, he's a go, constantly on the go person, and it's very difficult for him to sit still. And in all of our time together, it was the first time he had been in the hospital, and I knew that it was very challenging for him to just sit still in a hospital. So he was very anxious to get out of the hospital and to go home. So they ruled out any kind of major cause of the accident, like a heart attack or stroke or anything like that. They monitored his heart all night. They did all kinds of CAT scans and MRIs and ultrasounds, and they weren't able to find any real cause. So we're kind of stumped as to why this happened, but we also have come to learn that apparently this is not completely uncommon, where somebody might just pass out at the wheel one time in their life and never happen again, and they'll never know why. So I'm hoping that that's what it is, that it's something like a one-time thing, but we're really not sure. And since he got home from the hospital, he has had a couple of bouts of nausea and or dizziness, which is what started this whole thing. So that makes me go, So we're going to continue looking into this, try to come at it from every angle. And we're just going to trust that there's maybe a message in this, that we're either being warned of something early, or that we just have to pay attention. These kinds of things happen, and it immediately draws you into the now, into the present moment, in the event that you weren't. And you don't have a choice but to pay attention to the present moment when you're faced with these types of things. We just tried to make the best of it, laughed and had a good time. I stayed with him at the hospital, and we called it our anniversary away from the kids. And we're not gonna panic. We're gonna pay attention. We're gonna see if there's something we can do about it. And most importantly, it reminds you, if nothing else, that you can love somebody. We all love the people around us. But do we show it enough? Do we pay attention? Do we be in the moment with that person and just share that love? Or are we always busy and distracted and doing other things, day-to-day activities, to the point where we're not giving over we're really not being in the present moment. We're busy doing other stuff. We're distracting ourselves from the present moment. So I guess my lesson this week is just a continued lesson of presence, and we're just going to see where it takes us. I hope everybody is having a fabulous season, and particularly everybody on the Open Heart Challenge. I know that many of us, it seems to be going a little bit differently than we had initially anticipated. There's so many of us that seem to have opened our hearts, and we are either releasing old emotions, things are coming up, or confronting things that needed to be confronted, maybe in the past, or maybe just right now. But it's all good. There's a reason for it, and we just I think we just have to keep pushing through it. And I think that everybody that I know that's been experiencing these things is seeing the positive in that. That it's just entirely too coincidental that we are all having this open heart challenge, and that we're all going through these, whirlwind roller coaster kind of emotional experiences. So at least we have each other, and we can talk about it here, and we can support each other. And like I said, my thing that I would like to get across to everybody at this point is be in the present. Be in the present. Don't worry about the past and don't worry about the future. And you can't possibly be in the present moment without worrying about the past or the future and really feel too badly, because you only have this very, very now moment. So find your peace and your serenity and your happiness and your calm and your center in the now moment, and just flow. We'll just flow through the seasons. I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope to see you all soon. Looking forward to see what's going on in all of your worlds. Have a great day.